Hi, welcome to another session of ELLE Masterclass. I'm Mamta, ELLE's Beauty and Health Director, and today we're going to have a conversation with Mohit Narang, who's a cosmetologist and Avon skincare expert. He's going to be joining us and talking to us about winter skincare, how to set up a basic skincare routine, providing solutions for some skincare issues that we may have had during the winter time. So if you have any questions about winter skincare, leave them in the comments below, and we will get to them once Mohit has joined us. We're just gonna wait for him to join us. But let's do a quick poll while we wait for him. Who here has been dealing with dry skin issues or just dullness from having exposed their skin to too much pollution? Doesn't know if what kind of skincare to use. Should you address dryness? Should you address pollution, anti-pollution damage? Should you look at anti-aging? It's very confusing, and we're hoping Mohit joins us and gives us all these answers. Let's just hold on for a few seconds. Sent a request. Hopefully this shouldn't take too long. Thank you so much for joining in. Just wait, a few more requests. There's a question from Mr. Sagar that says, can we apply cream after some time if skin is dry? I think if your skin is dry, it is best to apply moisturizer that is good for your skin type. But personally, I find applying any kind of moisturizer on damp skin is ideal because it helps with absorption. He wants to know why is my skin dry when I apply moisturizer after some time. That's probably because you don't have the right kind of moisturizer for your skin tone, so it'd be best to get a consult with an expert, or we can wait for Mohit to join us and maybe he will have a solution to why this is happening. We're still waiting. There. Mohit, hi.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure to be on ELLE with you guys.
Super. I'm going to jump right into the questions because we already have a few people who have lots of questions about winter skincare.
Right.
Number one, what are the essentials of a winter skincare regime?
So, as we all know that, we've been talking about cleansing, toning, moisturizing. That's a standard protocol that everybody does. And there are two very essential things that we keep forgetting. One, I would really stress on the serums. So if you don't have a perfect serum under the cream, and a lot of people are confused when to use a serum. So it's an under cream product, and serum must be applied thoroughly during winter time. So a lot of people would just buy the cleanser and they will buy the day cream, they'll buy the night cream, but they often forget or they don't want to buy the serum. So include the serum, that is very important. And for people who are aging skin, I would say we must have a facial oil. Now facial oils are very new, but for some kind of Ayurvedic treatments or Indian treatments, you've seen that we used to use a lot of oil on the face itself. So Avon has a beautiful miracle oil. So it increases the lipid profile of your skin. So a lot of people who have very dry skin, even in the summers, you can imagine what they go through during the winter time. So a facial oil is much recommended during the winters then.
So I think this is like really good advice because you're kind of keeping it simple. You don't have to layer your face with too many products, because what happens a lot of time, people think, when they apply a moisturizer, they need to, or a serum or a face oil, they need to keep reapplying it to kind of make sure that their skin is moisturized. So
what's happening is now, there are companies that they talk too many products. So you use one product and after the other product, like you said, layering your skin with the product. The innovativeness comes from the brand that includes a lot of good ingredient in one bottle. So bringing technology and advancement to one bottle is the key. So, I've been associated with Avon for over 5 years now. And, the only reason that I'm with Avon is regular research and development. So, for example, all our creams in the day have an SPF essentially. So you don't need an SPF separately. Right? So you need to, yeah, so like there used to be a time 3, 4, 5 years ago when we used to say use an SPF, use an SPF. Now, why can't we have an SPF in the day cream essentially? So now you don't have to apply an extra layer of SPF unless you're going to expose your skin for a long duration over the beach, for example.
Yeah, true. True. But I like the fact that you bring up this whole idea of a multifunctional product that does everything for you, so you don't have to do the thinking. And I know
Right.
Avon has something called the super serum, which pretty much ticks all the boxes when
I,
it comes
I,
to winter
I have it
skincare.
right
Amazing.
here.
Right
This is one product that I will not categorize that works for anti-aging or for hydration. Why it's called super serum is because it's a courier service. Now
Okay.
you would get confused. What am I going to talk about it? It's a transport system. What it does is that essentially a lot of people say that the products reach very deep layers of the skin. But when we really go in the lab and see, they're not reaching very deep because the particle of your product is not nanotechnology. So what happens is the heavier creams will just stay on the superficial layer of your skin. But the easy product like a serum or a gel will subsequently be absorbed in the lower part of the skin, right? But what if we had a product that can take good ingredients deep down in the skin? So super serum is essentially a serum that will help to take the next product that you apply on your face to the deep layers.
Uh-huh.
So
So it's
for
kind of
example,
making
you
your
have
other
a
skincare work harder.
So very simply, if you have a pigmentation problem and you've been using one cream for a long time and you say I don't get results, yeah.
Yeah.
So add the super serum first and then apply the same product. I can guarantee you great results.
That's interesting. So,
Yeah.
like you said, the nanotechnology in this product makes it very interesting because it just penetrates deeper. But what about, like, what's in it? Because you said it does a little bit of everything. And nowadays everyone wants to know because the Indian consumer is very well educated when it comes to skincare. They want to know
Yeah.
what's in it and, how does it work for different skin types?
So, Super Serum comes from our range called Anew. And Anew is a multi-rewarded product line. So, Anew has more than 21 patents around the world. This is the most respected line from the Avon product line. So, Anew has, we were the first ones to bring AHA together to the market, alpha hydroxy acid. So, at this technology, that's what I already mentioned, is the particle is designed as nanotechnology particles. What it does basically is it bonds itself to the cream or the serum that you apply and it takes it down to the deeper layer. That's how it functions. So, we keep coming out with detailed videos on how to apply these products, when to apply these products, and even at the Avon India handle, from this week onwards, there is detailed video on each and every product. So I think the consumers will benefit a lot if they start following our Instagram handles and see how each product is categorized.
Okay. So this is a really good example of how this is different from the other serums. Like you said, everyone's confused about how to apply a serum. So how would you recommend, how do you apply the serum and how often during the day do you apply it?
So I recommend serum usage only twice a day with your cleanser and toner. And during the day, you don't need the serum. So you cleanse and tone, you apply the serum, you apply the day cream. Then in the evening, you cleanse and tone, you apply the serum and you apply the night cream. And during the day, if you ever feel that you want to wash your face, it should be then only the toner that should be applied. After that, you don't need serum too much. Okay,
because this is good enough.
One very good thing to understand is that you must apply product to your neck. A lot of people often forget the neck. So what they do is quickly apply over the face,
Sure.
and the neck and the decollage area. Indian clothing. We often say that Western is very revealing, but I think Indian is too. Yeah. So I would recommend that you start from right here, going up towards your neck, and then the face, because that's how it creates a color balance and anti-aging balance as well.
Yeah, and like the skin on our neck is pretty much the first spot to see aging or any kind of
Absolutely,
damage
absolutely.
because
Yeah.
it's so sensitive. Okay,
Right.
so I have a question. I've seen this in the comments as well. So when you're thinking about winter skincare, we always think about, everything to counteract the dryness. But how do you say, I want to use something for dryness and then I want to add something to my routine for anti-aging and I want to add something in my routine to combat the dullness that comes from pollution. How do you bring that all together?
Very, very interesting question, I must say. And very simple answer, but only thing that the consumer needs to understand how to buy the product. Now, what happens is we buy the product looking at the label 20 plus, 20 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 60.
Yes.
And when the companies will sell, what they mean to say between 30 to 40 is early signs of aging. From 40 to 50 is
Yeah.
aging, and 50 and above is real saggy skin. Now, this is how the market categorizes. And when a young girl will go to the market, she's like, "Oh my God, I'm not 40. I'm not going to buy this product because I'm only 30." Right? So
Yeah.
you feel that this product is not for you. But what is the science behind it is anti-aging. It's very simple. So if you can see early signs of aging, don't shy. Just pick up something which is for 50. That means a better ingredient, more hydration, and better lifting and tightening. So why don't you just pick up the bottle, which is actually something very good. I'll give you an example from the Avon series. Is the Anew Ultimate. Now this product is called Anew Ultimate. This in our catalogs they will say 50 plus. Okay, but I would rather recommend this for anybody during the winters who is really feeling that my moisturizer is not doing justice to me.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
normally
interesting.
what happens is if you're not liking your moisturizer, your winter aa gaya, I want to change my moisturizer, but I don't know what to do. And like the second part of your question is that how about anti-aging? So when you start using anti-aging, now people think wrinkle is only aging. I differ from
True.
here. Discoloration is aging. Having
Yes.
spots on your skin is aging. Wrinkles, saggy skin is aging. Even the counter effects of pollution is aging. So everything comes under premature aging. So don't shy out. Pick up the best that you can and let's see if it suits your skin or not. Does it bring color balance? Does it bring wrinkle balance? Does it bring firmness and tightness? So that is the way. So you pick up a good day cream, and a night means a repair product. So, when you buy any product for any brand, don't just buy one day cream. You must have the night as well because they've paired the day and the night together. So, there is regeneration at night, reconstruction at night, and there is the environmental damage protection at day.
Okay.
So buy the day and night set together. Don't just start using one day, one night. So the other brand is using for maybe pigmentation, and you're buying this product only for wrinkle or hydration. So sometimes it doesn't balance like that. So study the product nicely and buy the set. That is my recommendation.
I really like this advice. It's easy to follow and it's also very healthy for anyone to realize that skincare is all about trial and error. I already see in our comment section there are lots of people who love the new range, lots of fans of Avon because I think Avon is all about, making your skin healthy. It's
I'll give
not
you one
about
quick. I'll give you one quick flash. We sell
sure.
a new product every 1 second.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's an amazing. I've been with Avon 5 years, and the number is only going up. So we have millions of satisfied customers around the world.
I think then the product speaks for itself, right? So
Of
you
course,
said
it
that
does.
it is important to have a separate night cream and a separate day cream because they complement each other. Would you
Yeah.
would you recommend within Avon also there are different skincare
Yes.
routine? Would you
Right.
recommend mixing and matching, or would you recommend when someone is starting off, start with the range and then see what works for you?
So if you're the first time user, I don't want you to go and do that trial error word that you use for your skin, because nobody wants an error on the skin. Yeah.
Of
So
course.
you want to try our brand for sure, but not go with the error. So what I would recommend is, if you're new to using our product, just pick up the set. Pick up the cleanser, the toner, the day and the night cream from the same series. Okay. But if you have been using product, okay, and you're very happy, let's say with your day cream, but you're seeing marks, pigmented marks, let's say, so you may want to pick up the night cream from our whitening series, from the brightening series.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a good
Or
idea.
if, for example, you're using a day cream which is only for oil control, which is the retroactive for the young client, and in the night you just want a regeneration cream, so you want to pick up a reversalist, so for the people who are already using our product, I would recommend they can mix and match. Okay. If they're confused, write to our handle. We will be very happy to answer each one of their queries separately, because every skin is different, every case is different. So we're talking,
That's
you
true.
and me talking general skincare. So this is our general skincare advice. But we are very happy to answer all the questions from individual customers as well. So they can write to us, they can tell us about their skincare, and we will be happy to answer that.
Which is wonderful because you get your own online consult on the go. My next question is, it's a little specific. Like, we see a lot of people who are in their mid-20s, so trying to get serious about skincare, maybe about like 25, with no major skincare concerns. They're usually not sure how to go about, buying skincare. So what should they look out for when building a skincare routine?
Okay, I like the question again. So this is what is happening is that, even in the lockdown, what we saw, that people started flooding the internet market and started
Yeah.
looking for products online. And there's too much to read, and people are confused what to buy. And a lot of brands would offer normally similar claims. Yeah. But now, in my recommendation, when you say that somebody who has a great skin, do I need something or not? Then I will recommend study your environment first.
Okay.
For example, I'm living in Delhi and I know that my skin has no problem, but I know my environment has a lot of problem. So maybe I would want to combat pollution. So people are getting sensitive skin because of pollution. So I got
Yeah.
a beautiful product from this series called Retroactive. It's called the Multi Shield. Okay, just like you have a air purifier in your house, this cream, once you apply, lastly, as a top coat to your face, it does not let any particle to the size of PM 2.5 go inside your
Wow.
skin. As good as a air purifier. So this should be a concern of everybody who lives in Delhi or North India per se, where the pollution levels are very, very high. So I would say that rather than just studying your skincare, study your demographic. I have a lot of
That's
customers
a good
who
tip.
come to my clinic and they say, I got this cream from Switzerland and it's making me sweat. Now
Yeah.
study the situation. It's a very funny situation. And what happens is that you went to Switzerland, you looked at the brand and it's very fancy and you picked up a cream, but that's designed for -20, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
in India, you started to apply that cream plus 45.
Yeah. True. You're going to
So
melt.
why wouldn't it make you sweat? So in my recommendation, any brand that comes to your country, designs the product for your demographic need, is the brand for you. So when you buy a product, one, I say don't just fall for imported products. See what is available in your country and what they are designing for your country. Don't go and say I bought it or I called my sister and she got it from America. It really doesn't work like that. Yeah.
It's true.
Second, if you're a great skin, okay, we've got the retroactive series for people who have no major concerns. That is called maintenance series. A good cleanser, a good toner, a good moisturizing element. That's all you need. The natural beauty is what I believe in. I don't believe in too much makeup. Also, I don't recommend my clients too much makeup. And what you must have seen during the lockdown is people stopped using too much makeup. They've been
That's
working
true.
on their skin, and most of my clients told me, "Thank God because of the lockdown, my skin's got better. Have you faced the same thing?
Of course, because you're staying in more, you're eating better, you're just not, at least for
Right.
me, you're not dealing with your skin as much.
Right. So, my meaning to say is that it is the same you. The environment, the pollution got down, and you work very hard on your skin with your own home remedies and good products, and you can achieve a great skin. So why not do it? Why not continue the same story? So you can have a great skin provided you choose the right product, choose the right brand, and you must have the right application.
We have a very interesting question from one of our viewers, Manjula, who says people with oily skin are really confused about their skincare during winter. Because, I mean, ideally, winter is the time you need to moisturize your skin more. So, what does someone with oily skin do?
So my recommendation is my formula here is step back. Step back means that if you are oily skin, you step back to normal. If you're a normal skin, you will step back to dry. If you're a dry skin, you will step back to very dry. So when you're buying a product for oily skin, okay, just think that when it's going to be real winters, you're not going to be as oily, right? Because the gland will actually work in a different way because the weather condition outside. So demographic makes a lot of difference. So you need to still have hydrating products, but instead of using more creams, an oily product can use oily skin condition can use more gels. Instead of using heavy creams, you can come back to, we have gel formulations now. We have serum formulations now. We have toner formulations now. So you should choose the emulsion according to your skin type. Yeah. If you still use a very heavy product on your oily skin, it's going to give you a breakout, even an adult acne, for example.
True.
So you don't want to layer oil on oil. A cream is a simple formula of water, oil. That's a cream. Yeah. So if you eliminate already the oil part from there, you have the oil in your skin, the sebum is produced, you need only a little hydration. So you can use a toner, you can use a serum regularly and add that little hint of the cream. That should be good.
Okay. Just following up on this question, there's a similar question from Amri who wants to know what about combination skincare routine during winter?
So combination is very easy to understand. It's T zone and C zone. Yeah, and a lot of people to control the oil problem will bring a mask for home use or a clay pack or any kind of home remedy. But I've never seen people using in biphase. Now biphase means two steps. Apply the clay mask on the T zone and apply the hydrant on the C zone. But normally they will buy the clay mask and apply all over the face because this is more homogeneous, right?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so when you buy product, you buy with a good heart, with a good meaning to use this product. But when we come back to our bathrooms and we apply the whole thing. So that's not good. So when you want to oil control, just use the T zone. Yeah? And use a different mask or a different cream for your C zone area.
Yeah, it's also kind of like tailor making the skincare to suit what works for you.
You got to bespoke your own regime. Like I said before, everybody's skin, the way they react to ingredients is absolutely different. One cream may suit you and me, but may not suit one of our viewers. That's pretty normal. Yeah. So you need to try a little bit once the product sets. But let me give you a very good insight here. Once you use a product for 3 months, the efficacy goes down. So, for example, you're using a skin lightening product, and you've seen people nearly talking, शुरू में क्रीम बहुत अच्छी थी, अब इतना काम नहीं करती है. That means the formulation has not changed. The company is sending you the same product always. What has happened is that your skin has built up immunity against the ingredient that you were supplying. I'll give you a simple example again. You start eating red chili. If you start eating red chili for 1 week in your food, you don't find it spicy, right?
Yeah.
So your body needs to be shocked. So when you want to repair your skin, okay, give it a good potent ingredient, and right after 3 months, the body will get immune to that ingredient, so the efficacy goes down. So change your ingredient every 3 months.
I think that's very good advice for everyone, because most times people are disappointed.
I'm talking about generically anybody for every brand. Even if you want to use a product, let's say it's summers, I would advise you skin brightening. And then after 3 months, I would advise you skin lifting and tightening. Then you go to anti-aging because it's winters, it's going to be dry. And then you come back to again hydration and then come back to skin brightening again. So you got to divide your year in 4 sets.
The cycle.
Yeah. So, some people, when they come to me and say, this cream suits me and I've been using this for last 5 years, it really, really, it doesn't make sense to me.
True.
Yeah. So
I mean,
if you're
your skin
using,
concern changes as well.
let's say you go to the gym and you do 5 push-ups every day for last 5 years, it's not helping you anymore.
Yeah.
Exactly like that. Yeah.
That's true. So there are a few questions in our comment section about people who are dealing with large pores and whiteheads. What is your recommendation for this?
So India is a very hot country, yeah, with hot-looking people, yeah. So so when you overexpose yourself to steaming, right? So a lot of people in the beauty salon will use a steamer, right? So
Yeah.
I will not recommend usage of too much of steaming. Secondly, once you have too much of open pores, you need toner hydration. Apply a lot of toner. What happens is the half dying epidermal layer, it swells up back again. Think of a balloon with half the air, so it loses the shape. And when you fill it up with hydration back again, it takes the shape back again. That is very important. And you need to have mild exfoliation, regular routine as mild exfoliation. Now, we used to get apricot and walnut scrub way back. You remember those scrubs. And we did a lot of damage. People did a lot of damage to their skin during those days. Because of little innovation and little knowledge, and people use very harsh product. So I will not recommend, there is a big no, please use a silicone based product. Silicone is a perfect, it's an ingredient, it's a perfect round ball like a ping pong ball, and you massage, so it has no sharp edges. So apply a good peeling product, okay? So you need a regular exfoliation so that you have a new regeneration of the skin cell, and lot of toner activity is recommended.
Okay. So I'm going to go through some more viewer questions because we've received quite a few. Some of them are, so there's one question about how do you maintain pimples in winter and summer?
So pimple necessarily is definitely is connected with oily skin. So one is oil control management. And people have been talking years and years about oily skin and how to control oil. Okay, pick up a good line. Even Avon has very good products for oily skin. Okay, so one is that your cleanser is going to be excessively drying for the skin. You need a good cleanser. Okay, but at the same time, you need to kill the bacteria, right? Controlling the bacteria on the skin. So spot correcting for people who have oily skin, the bacteria will really enlarge, inflammate. But for dry skin people, the acne will remain on the local area. It will not really go out. So then you need a spot corrector. So a blemish control product is available from the acne series from Avon. Just do a spot application. But if you have oily skin, you need to apply all over your face. It's simple.
Okay.
You use it for about 30 to 60 days, depending on the case, and you see the acne going on. Don't pop them. It's again a warning. Don't pop your acne. You want to go to a party, conceal them, hide them, but don't pop them. You're going to leave a scar for life.
Standard advice that everyone should use.
Yeah.
Next question. How do you get brighter skin and keep your skin moisturized at the same time?
Okay, so what wrong people do is bleach. Okay, so bleaching your skin makes it excessively dry. So I'm gonna quote one of my favorite example from the raisin and grape. Grape, and you can dry that into a raisin.
Yeah.
But when you compare both of them, what happens is that the colors become darker.
True. Yeah.
And when you put them in the dessert, when you cook the raisin, it fills back water again and the color becomes lighter and the wrinkle
Yeah.
moves out. Now,
Yeah.
when you keep bleaching, you feel you got fair, but that's not the reality. You got dry. And a dry skin will attract more wrinkle, will attract adult acne, and the UV radiation is going to work faster on a dry skin compared to a hydrated skin.
True. Yes.
So we've got a technology we've got a range called 360 Fairness with Avon. So they've got great ingredients. We used to have a very good line which is called palm signaling protein. There are different proteins in our body that even if you look at a dark skin, but your palm is very fair from inside.
Yeah.
For every dark client, yeah, there are special proteins in some special parts of our body. We use these kind of proteins to make your skin produce less melanin. So use an intelligent product. Just don't keep peeling your skin because you're letting the UV radiation work too much for you. And I've seen women who will do bleaching once a week, twice a week, or like that, peeling or bleaching. I think they are damaging their skin. It will become more sensitive. It's only a temporary phase where you feel bright
True.
right after the
Yeah.
bleach. But in 2 days after the bleach, you feel even worse. So you get
So
into a vicious cycle, and that's not a great idea. So you have to use an intelligent product and hydrate. Hydrate is the key. Use enzymes, use proteins, special protein ingredients that can control the production of the color cell. That is the melanin. So use product that will control the expansion of melanin in your body. But don't peel. Peeling is absolutely a different category.
but there are some interesting follow-up questions to this. What would you think is a good substitute for bleach? Because one of our viewers is asking us about what is a good way of hiding facial hair or getting rid of
So
facial hair if you don't.
okay, great question. I don't understand why people think that you can see a black hair but you can't see a golden hair. So once
Yeah.
you bleach, your color will become blonde, golden, and I can still
Yeah.
see your hair. Yeah. So
Yeah.
when you're sitting very close to somebody, you can really see that there's a lot of hair. So epilation is the key. And today the lasers are very cheap. I would recommend don't use bleaching for just covering the hair. One, get them lasered permanently, get them waxed, get them thread, whatever you like. But bleaching is not the key. And for fairness, please use enzymes. Please Google enzymes. You can see a lot of enzymatic products. We have papaya enzyme with Avon. If you want to get a suggestion from Avon, we've got a papaya mask. Papaya has a lot of enzyme, but rubbing papaya on your face can be a different story altogether. Now, using vegetables, lot of people during those days used to say, "आँख पे खीरा लगाओ, इधर टमाटर लगाओ." I've been listening to all that, but we've got a lot of fertilizer coming in. We've got a lot of urea. So a lot of chemical-based even vegetables today. When you apply, you get allergies and sensitivity. So my recommendation is to use a mild product, cream-based product, but it has mild enzyme. Gently exfoliate your skin if required, but don't use raw vegetable. It may work the other way. Yeah.
True. Yeah. Yeah. So it's another question on what is your recommendation for dry skin that's also dealing with clogged pores? That's kind of like an oxymoron. Why is
So
this happening
clog,
and how can you fix it?
so clog pores, you need a very good cleansing routine. You need one enzymatic routine or you need a scrubbing routine in normal. Okay, so please let your skin breathe very nicely. Yeah, pores must be cleaned at all times. So you need to have a gentle exfoliator all over your face. You need a strong exfoliator for your nose area, yeah, or for the little forehead area. So have that in place. And she asked me for hydration. Okay, so the more you apply the serum, okay, use a brightening serum at the same time. It will help you out.
Okay. The next question is, I mean, it's more of a comment. Why does our skin appear duller and darker during the winters?
So it's getting dry, and I just said raisin and grapes. And the moment the water will move out, the grape will turn into a raisin, and the raisin color will become dark. It's the simplest that I could explain. Yeah.
True.
So, and immediately when you boil the raisin in water, once the hydration is filled in, the color becomes brighter. You know, very easy to maintain. Just hydrate your skin. If you're feeling dullness, okay, use a lot of serum and toner.
That's a good idea. So
Yeah.
before we wrap up our session, I just want to go over like your top 5 tips of winter skincare that just anyone can follow regardless of major skin concerns.
Okay, so number one, use a very good cleanser that is moisturizing based, not gel based, not alcohol based. Use a toner which does not have alcohol. Okay, preferably according to one step forward. So if you're 30, pick up a line from 40. Okay, so use a lot of toner. Okay, use a day cream, but this is a myth that you don't use an SPF during winter. We love to sit in the sun. We love to do our vitamin D top up in winter, and we often feel that the UV radiation is very friendly. It's not. So if you sit half an hour in the sun, you're going to get exactly the same amount of tanning that you would get in summers. So you use an SPF. Okay.
I have a
For
question here before you go
yes.
further on SPF. A lot
Okay.
of people think they don't need to use SPF at home when they're indoors.
Yes,
Is that true?
it's true because
You don't have to use
because
SPF. Yeah.
the UV radiation can also surpass the concrete wall. So one and two, if you love to cook on the flame and not on the induction, I would recommend apply an SPF 30 minutes before you go into the kitchen as well.
Okay, that's interesting.
Your hands. A lot of people have great faces and very damaged hands. And let me tell you, once you have a damaged skin on the hand, it's very difficult to repair. And Indian women love to cook. We know that. Yeah. So please apply adequate amount of SPF all over your face and your hands before you start cooking them. Yeah. SPF is required. It's a must.
Perfect. That clears up
Yeah.
all doubts of SPF. So we can go back to your
And the
product.
lastly, if you are feeling very dry, please use a facial oil.
That's good.
Facial oil is a great product. Again, it's an under cream product, so you substitute with a serum. You don't have to. You have to use one of them. Either you're a balanced skin or a combination skin, you use a serum. If you're a very dry skin, you pick up a facial oil and then apply your daily day cream.
I think this
Yeah.
is good advice for everyone to follow. I hope everyone who's watching us has made notes of this because Mohit has given us so much information and bust so many myths right now that definitely we all should have made notes right now. So, but I want to come to the most exciting part of this live, that there is a contest where 5
Okay.
lucky winners get a chance to win the Avon Super Serum. So all you need to do, for everyone who's watching us, all you need to do is share your skincare hacks or your winter skincare routine advice. The top 5 answers will win a chance to get an Avon A New Essential Super Serum. You need to follow Avon's handle and put hashtags like Real Women, Real Results, A New Promise, and Avon India. That's Mohit holding the amazing multitasking serum.
The
We'll be
5
putting in
gifts.
5 gifts. We'll be putting in more details about this contest in the caption when we save this live. But Mohit, thank you so much for answering all these questions and being so patient with all our viewers' questions as well. This has been a
Thank you
lovely
so much.
session.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me on your platform, and I hope your viewers enjoyed it.
For sure. Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.